since I left from my island to go to the mainland, like the old folks would say. As I walked up the gangway and stood on the starboard and gazed at the harbor on a gray foggy day. Summer days, they were warmer then, when we laughed with the old fishermen, and they cursed when the fall rolled in, when they made up the hay. It's been more than a long, long time since I held you and called you mine, and we waited for the sun to shine on a gray foggy day. To wake in the early morn to the sound of the Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to cross the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. I wrote me love a letter, I was on the Jenny Lynn. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. I wrote me love a letter and I signed it with a ring. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. So it's farewell, Nancy, darling, 'cause now I'm pulling the eager. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. You promised that you'd marry me, but how you did deceive me. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, more times we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing.
Okay, if I can have everybody's attention, please, for a few minutes. We do have a few little things that we'd like to do as I guess you call a formal part of the gathering. Sorry. Okay. Okay, good. Everybody hears me? Good, thank you. Okay, first of all, I'd like to welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming out for this special day for Nanny Peg, for her 90th birthday. Especially those who have traveled fair distances to be here with us. We appreciate your being here and certainly welcome you, and we hope you enjoy the hospitality that Newfoundland has to offer. And especially the people of the respective families that are here, in particular the Halloran family, who are certainly known for their hospitality and are very good at exercising it. A lot has been said about Peg for many years. about her hospitality and about her willingness to have the door open and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to leave that to others to talk about if they wish. But I will relate a little story about the first time that I met this lady. It was a long time ago. I won't say how long, but I was a teenager. And yeah, a few years. And I remember I'm from St. Mary's, and of course Peg and her family were from St. Vincent's. And I remember being down there with a couple of my buddies one time, and we went to the door, which is where we used to hang out on the flat a lot, so we went to the door this evening, and I'm not sure, I think it was a Sunday, but I'm not sure. But in any event, Peg came out to the porch, and I was standing on the doorstep, and she had a turkey drumstick in her hand. Now, I'm not sure what she was doing at the time, but not many people get the better of Peg, I can tell you that. I've learned that over the years. And but anyway, through the jigs and reels, somehow or other, I ended up with the turkey drumstick. And I must say, it was delicious. So, without further ado, I'm going to ask Paulette. Of course, most of you know that Paulette is my wife, and something else that I managed to scrounge from Mrs. Peg. And so I'm going to ask her now to say a few words.
Good job. That's a good job. You make your 2 chicken drumsticks out of this, eh? Two turkey drums. You had wings.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this special afternoon of celebration. The 90th birthday of our precious mom, grandmother, and great-grandmother. Great-great, aunt-in-law, sister-in-law, and friend. Today we are celebrating a milestone in the life of our mother, affectionately known as Nanny Peg. She's 90 years young. Born on August the 14th, well, there's questions on that. But anyway, we're going with August the 14th, to Margaret and Edward St. Croix. She was number 6 in the family of 9. That included in the order of birth, Tan, Can, Clifford, Jeanette, Charlotte, my mother, Mom, Carmel, Anita, as we call her Neat, and the youngest, Teddy, and he passed away at a very young age. Our grandparents also raised Rennie, our grandfather's nephew, and Rennie's son, Eugene, as one of their own. Sadly, most of the siblings, actually, Mom is the only living sibling of her family that's left right now. As was the norm in the 1940s at Port Newfoundland, Nanny Peg went to work at a very young age, at 15, at Joey Stamp's cookhouse. She did the cooking, the cleaning, and doing whatever for a fishing crew. Later, she went on to work at St. John's at Bennett Brewery and the Old General. Eventually, she came back to St. Vincent's and married our father, Paul Halloran, in 1950, and became a wife, mother, and homemaker to her 10 children. Me, Paulette, I'm the oldest. The next in line was Frances, then Teresa, Lorraine, Maureen, Charlotte, and guess what? Lo and behold, we had a brother, Paul. Another 2 girls followed, Michelle and Roxanne. And the year that I went to college in St. John's, our youngest brother, Mark, was born. And sadly, he too passed away way too young. Our family has grown over the years, and she is now blessed with 24 grandchildren, 32 great-grandkids, and 2 great-great. As I was putting my thoughts together for this tribute, I was reminded that while we were not rich in material things, and certainly not by today's standards, we were rich beyond measure in the love and support of our parents. I fondly remember Mom singing the old Irish songs like Soldier Boy, The Postman Delivered the Letter, as she nursed my younger siblings. Dad was a fantastic accordion player. None of us took it up though, unfortunately. And he played every evening after supper. And now that I look back, I wonder why, because there was always an argument from us older girls. Well, are you going to wash? No, I'm going to dry. No, I'm going to sweep the floor.
Hey, Colin, I'm with you.
We had no dishwasher then. The rules at the house were strictly enforced, as Mom was the disciplinarian, and our dad usually told us we were earning it, in quotes. But earning what, I don't know, whenever we misbehaved. Going to Mass every day, not only Sundays. Saying the Rosary, it was every night. However, when Uncle Tom would come to visit on the night we were saying the Rosary, we loved it. Because his version of the Hail Mary went something like this. Hail Mary, full of grace, God be good to Penny Grace. Holy Mary, Mother of God, went to heaven on his side. So of course, we'd all giggle and laugh, and then we'd have to start all over again, right from the beginning. Mom still says her rosary daily, and she views the Mass several times a day now on TV. Times were hard in the 50s, 60s, 70s, raising a family. And I can recall the many nights that she stayed up sewing to ensure that we had new PJs for Christmas, the new to us winter coat that she turned over and made new again, new outfits for Easter. And I bet some of my other sisters, the older ones in particular, can remember the hot pants that she used to make when we were younger. All this was done on a foot machine till she got an electric one years later, because we did not have electricity till 1963. And all the cooking, baking was done on a wood stove, not an electric one. So no worries. There was always a variety of desserts for Sunday. Gingerbread, what she called a white slim, like a white cake. Plain buns, because we picked out the raisins, so she made them plain. The rocky roads, the orange squares, to name a few. She also knit our socks, stamps, gloves, mittens, and only up to a few years ago, due to bad shoulder issues, she knit for the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren. And Brad remembers the socks.
I still have them.
Some years before her eyesight, before her eyesight failed, she took all the parts of the dresses that we had when we were kids, and clothes that we wore, and made quilts for all of us. So we will cherish them forever. Living 90 years brings a share of sadness and difficulties too. In October 77, our youngest brother Mark passed away just short of his 8th birthday. Just a week short of his 8th birthday. Our dad joined our brother just 9 months later. Over the years, she has lost her siblings, many friends, neighbors, 2 sons-in-law, Robert and Kev. And while those were severe blows and caused her much grief and stress, however, she still had a young family to raise, and in her usual determined manner, she did just that. Family is, and always will, continue to be an integral part of our lives. Her never-ending love of her siblings and grandparents continues to be an inspiration for us. After our grandmother passed away, she took in her stepfather, John Walsh, and cared for him. She looked forward to her visits from her siblings, especially those living away, her brother and her sisters in the US and on the mainland. She was thrilled a few years ago to welcome Uncle Khan's son Eddie, and she's after welcoming Aunt Charlotte's daughter Chacha many times. And today, as she celebrates her 90th birthday, we're overjoyed, and she is certainly overjoyed to have Aunt Charlotte's daughters Mary and Isabel, and Mary's daughter Ariel and her husband Derek with us today. As kids, we enjoyed those visits too, and especially the visits from Aunt Nita and Carmel, because then we got to play with our cousins. And we still look forward to playing with our cousins today. Yeah. She could always depend on Uncle Clifford or Uncle Tom whenever she needed a ride somewhere. Our parents passed on to us their love of neighbour and helping those less fortunate in the community. I remember as a child bringing soup to the elderly, or if there was someone sick in the area, she would, okay, you got to bring a boiler of soup or a pot of soup to whoever. She volunteered years ago with the Red Cross, distributing orange juice concentrate. They used to come in concentrate back in the day. And everybody loved to get some cod liver oil. She was a very active member in our church, and the St. Anne's Society, fundraising for the church, especially at the garden parties every year, and the car games and whatever. The characteristic that defines Nanny Peg more clearly than anything is the fact that her door is always open. It doesn't matter if you are a friend or a stranger, you are always welcome at our house. The kettle is always on for a cup of tea. The soup is always on after the time on Saturday night. Not so much now, but back in the day it certainly was. It's in the freezer waiting. Sunday dinner, served promptly at noon, not a minute later. We now take turns doing Sunday dinner around the bay when we're in, and it's always done under her strict supervision. You do it this way, not that way. Now, many of you know, too, that she loves the game cards. 45s, 120s, and dare you bet without a 5. A new game we've introduced her to over the last number of years, especially with the grandchildren, is Pass the Ace, and she loves that game as well. But her favourite is the game Crib. Now she has difficulty pegging the points because of her eyesight, and she can't see very well. But she'll certainly let you know if you missed the point for her. However, never mention if you peg too many for her. She wants to win. Ma'am, we are truly grateful for the services you have made over the years for us. The unconditional love, we are forever grateful. As we raise our glass to toast 90 wonderful years with you, we wish you continued good health and happiness for many more years to come. And to use an old phrase of hers, now isn't that lovely, Gran, told your mother? That you're all here today to celebrate this wonderful occasion with her. Cheers, everyone.
As I said, we have a few messages. I'm going to read them as they come to me in no particular order. First one is, Happy 90th birthday, Nan. Wish I could be there to celebrate your special day. I'd even let you win a crib. Say another one. Hope your day is filled with smiles. You deserve it. See you when I'm back on land. Love you, Colin. Happy 90th birthday to someone who has made us wiser from all their love and guidance. May you continue to inspire us all to enjoy all that life has to offer. We wish we could be there today to celebrate this special occasion. We're with you in thoughts and send so much love. Happy 90th birthday, Nanny Peg. All our love, Justin, Aaron, Keelan, Brody, and Easton. Nanny, sorry that I am able to make it here this evening, but I wanted you to know that you are in my thoughts. I'm sure I speak for all here tonight when I say that we have been truly blessed having you in our lives. Take a look around. All are smiling and looking at you with admiration and love tonight. What more can a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, a great-great-grandmother ask for? Hope you enjoy your night, but most of all, I hope we all continue to keep creating precious memories together. Love you, Stephen. Wishing Nanny Peg a happy birthday. I wish I could be there to help celebrate. Love her, love you lots, and I'll be home to visit next year. Love, Robin, Matthew, James, and Kaylee. Hope it's a great day. My sweet grandma, I wish you to be always happy and healthy as today. Happy birthday. Love, Terry and Liam. Nanny Peg, happy 90th birthday. Love, Andrew, Morgan, and Mark. P.S. Nikki wouldn't let us come. Happy birthday, Mrs. Peg. So sorry can't be there to celebrate with you and your family. I will have a meal with you when I come home. So much I could say. You are a beautiful lady. You were there for me many times as I practically lived at your house. A lot of good laughs were shared and some sadness felt. Wishing you the best day ever. Big hugs. Loves you, Joe Howard. It is with great regret that Joanne and I are unable to attend your 90th birthday celebration, but circumstances and challenges have prevented us from participating. Wow, 90 years celebrating your birth. What a life longevity milestone. As my father told me many times, Aunt Peg would illuminate a room, and so you did the first time we met in 2008. You are a quiet, unassuming general who directed everyone around you. Aunt Peg, how could I ever forget you took me up to the hill to where you and my father were raised and where your childhood home stood. Enormous emotions, a sense of my father's origins and my own personal lineage were connected forever on the soil of St. Vincent's. Thank you for that moment from the bottom of my heart. Joanne and I send our love and best wishes and a special wish for a very happy 90th birthday. Much love to you and my Newfoundland family, and may I be fortunate enough to grace your doorstep once again. Ed and Joanne Sackroy. And there's only one other function left to do, and that's to cut the birthday cake so that everybody can have a sample or two or three or four, and so we can get that done now.
Oh, the lonely idol on Chesty down water top. You better go on the address and don't go near the water. If you find the circle, if you find the circle, and folk are going to get on the saddle around the circle. I's go by to build the boat, I's go by the sailor, I's go by to catch the fish and take some home to Liza. If you find the circle, if you find the circle, folk are going to get on the saddle around the circle.
An Irish boy was leaving his native home, crossing the broad Atlantic. Once more he wished to roam, and as he was leaving his mother, once that